Hey guys, welcome to another video on dividend definitions. Today we're going to be talking about dividend champions and dividend kings. Now before we get started guys, I'd just like to remind you, don't forget to leave a comment down below and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you're notified as soon as a video comes out. I also have a Twitter account, so if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, there's an automatic tweet that goes out as soon as a video is available, so you guys would be made aware as soon as possible for another video. Now, let's jump right into it, guys. You've probably seen the video where I talk about choosing high quality dividend stocks. Now, we've talked about 4 metrics there, and there's one really important metric I want to talk about a little bit more here, and this is the 10-year dividend growth rate. Now, it's one thing to say that the company has been paying dividends for the last 10 years, but it's a whole other thing to say that the company has been paying dividends in the last 10 years, and every single year they've been increasing their dividends. They haven't cut for a single year, they haven't maintained it for a single year, they've been steadily, year after year, incessantly increasing their dividends. Now this is a sign of dividend security and sustainability. All right, so what is a dividend champion? A dividend champion is a stock that has been year after year for 25 years or over increasing their dividend. All right, so increasing their yearly dividend for 25 years or more. Now think about it, guys. There have been recessions, there have been bear markets, there have been crashes and whatnot, and even with these environments, with these negative environments, these companies manage to be increasing their dividend nonetheless. Now that is a sign of strength, and that is a sign of financial well-being in terms of a company. Now examples of dividend champions, I can name a few here, but there are quite a lot of them. You can Google these actually. But just to name a few here, there's Chevron, there's Coca-Cola, AT&T, 3M, PepsiCo, McDonald's, Hormel, Johnson & Johnson, and the list goes on here. These are big blue chip companies. And so that's for dividend champions. And dividend kings are one step ahead. All right, guys. These companies have been increasing their dividend year after year for 50 years or more. Some of these companies for almost 70 years. All right, this is absolutely crazy. Now, there are a lot fewer of these companies that qualify to be dividend kings. And just to name a few here again, we see again 3M, Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson. There's also Colgate-Palmolive, and there's also Lowe's. Actually, Lowe's has been increasing their dividend by quite a bit in the recent years, particularly. So that's something to look out for. Now, why are these companies important? Why is it important to look for this metric? Well, companies that pay, and most importantly that increase year over year their dividend, have a tendency to outperform the S&P 500, and this is especially true during bear markets. Now, unfavorable events or unfavorable market environments, these companies tend to fare a lot better than companies that don't pay a dividend or companies that cut a dividend. All right, but it doesn't make all these companies necessarily sort of a go out and buy them now. It just means that these companies are probably financially stable, and that you should or could look into it and to look into these companies with a little bit more detail and a little bit more attention to analyze the rest of the company and see if that company is suitable for you. Now, obviously, you need to take into account every single other metric, but this is just a thumbs up. That means the company is going in the right direction. All right. Now, granted, these companies might not have a yield of 5 or 6% yearly, but I mean, even if they're 3.5%, and they've been increasing by a significant amount, that could be pretty good. But if there's only if they're only paying 1.5% dividend yield and they're giving you a penny every single year, an extra penny every single year, well, yeah, they're theoretically increasing it, but they're not increasing it by a lot. All right, so these are things you need to look at, but all in all, being a dividend champion or a dividend king is usually a good sign. So guys, I'm going to leave this here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And again, guys, if you want to be notified via Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter. There will be a link in the description down below. Thanks.